Hello there, welcome back to Job Inside. This is Millie, as always, keen and eager to help you with your job interviews. I'd like to tell you all the one thing that I've always believed in and have seen to be proven right across time is that a person performs better at a particular task once he has all the information regarding it, as in the purpose behind the task, the reasons for it, and so on. So what I feel is that if I make you understand the thought process of the interviewer, the purpose behind asking each interview question and the reasons for it, the kind of information that the interviewer is seeking through each question, then maybe I enable you to prepare more meaningful and effective answers and ultimately perform better in your job interview. So this is what I aim for through each of my videos. I hope it helps. So today I'm going to talk about a rather tricky, or shall I say somewhat sensitive and a difficult interview question, which is about a career change or a field change. Honestly, there are so many candidates who are working in a totally different field and they have their education degree in a different field. Let's say in a stack of 100 resumes, maybe I'll find 40 or 50 like those. Maybe your degree is in some other field and the job that you have applied for is in a totally different field. Or maybe your bachelor's is in some different field, for example in engineering, and your master's is in a completely unrelated field, for example in marketing. It's fine. It is totally fine. If you are one of those people, trust me, it is not going to harm your interview. In fact, I am one of you. I know exactly how you feel when you get asked about this in the interview. Like, why do you want to change your field? Why such a drastic career shift? Why 2 different degrees? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're really interested into? Are you sure? Etc, etc, etc. Honestly, I have never liked this question. When I have been asked this question, in my mind I am thinking, please stop being so nosy. Of course I know what I'm interested into. Well, this is awkward. Obviously I am passionate about the field and that's why I have applied for the job. Right? Exactly. This is exactly what you need to communicate to the interviewer. Just 2 things. First, the reason behind the change, the honest reason, and second, your immense and enormous passion and commitment towards the field. Just this. And this is what I've realized when I stepped into the shoes of an interviewer. See, try to understand. The interviewer has a really big responsibility in choosing the right kind of candidate who will be an employee for the company. So, he wants to ensure that the person that he chooses has a perfect clarity in his mind about the career path. And so the question. It's not some kind of ruse to humiliate you or to provoke you or to interrogate you, or it's not an indirect question about anything else, or it's not even doubting your knowledge or skills. It is just, in one word if I may say, assurance. So be honest. Give the truth behind the reason of the change. Provide the kind of assurance that the interviewer really needs. So it may be that when you chose your bachelor's field of study, you weren't that much aware of the diverse fields that you could have chosen. Maybe you chose that field under the influence of your parents, your siblings, your relatives, your peers, right? I mean, these kind of things happen. They happen all the time and it's fine. So by the time you graduated, you had a sense that this field isn't for you, and after some exploring and some research, you found the right field for you, and so you pursued your post-graduation in that field. It is the truth. So it's not some kind of blame, but just an honest reason for your 2 different kind of degrees. Maybe you had some other reason too. So this is just an example of how honest an answer you can give. Today's corporate world has become so multidimensional, right? It's no longer the case that an employee performs a set number of duties related to the job and then goes home. No. Today the employee dons many hats, he performs so many cross-departmental tasks, and he is kind of enhancing his skills through that. So the employer and the employee both have been evolving in this kind of scenario. The fields are being amalgamated, the knowledge is being shared, and the skills are ultimately being enhanced. So this is the kind of thought that you need to put behind the reason for studying in varying fields, or the reason behind you working in different kind of sectors or different kind of jobs or different kind of departments, right? So you need to give the kind of assurance to the interviewer that even though you have studied in a different kind of field or you have worked in a different kind of sector, you have enhanced your skills and you will be able to transfer those skills at your new workplace in case you have been selected. So apart from your immense passion towards the field, you have this added advantage of extra skills that you will transfer to the workplace. So this is the right kind of assurance that the interviewer needs, and this is, if I may say, a very unique selling point of yourself. Once again, be sure to show your immense passion and commitment towards the field. It shouldn't be the case that you wanted a job, any job, you saw the ad, you applied and you came for the interview. No. You say in the interview that even if you're not being selected here, you will apply for similar job profiles at other companies. So this shows that you are really committed to work in this field and to work in the field related to this job. You do your solid research, you state some facts about the growth of this field, about the latest trends and innovations of the field, and so on. So lastly, don't panic. Don't get scared if you get asked this question in the interview. It doesn't create any negative impact on your profile or on your performance. There is no right or wrong answer, just your answer, your honest answer. And in fact, if you ask me, it's a really good chance to communicate your passion towards the field to the interviewer, to justify your reason for the change. It actually is a really positive sign from the interviewer's side that he is making an honest effort to understand you, to understand what kind of a person you are, what kind of decisions you make. So take this in a positive manner and perform well, prepare better. So with this, I wish you all the very best. Good luck.